excited about him as a candidate?
You know, I was excited about the X's and O's. I was excited about how he viewed these young men. He viewed them as more than just potential players that could take me to a championship. He viewed them as guys that do have that ability, but also for 10 years from now, 15 years from now when they graduate, he's worried about that. He's cautious about that. He wants to make sure he's prepared them for 15 years after they graduate as opposed to just 2, 3, 4 years at this time.
If he asked you what does Miami need to do to be better, you know this program inside and out. If he asked you what do we do to get the U back where it would be, what would your answer be?
Well, it's funny, he did ask me, and I told him that we needed to have a little bit more discipline. We need to have more consistency. And, you know, frankly, Larry Scott did a tremendous job of that when these players, the coaches had every reason to just shut it down. And we said we need a continuation of that. We need to magnify all the good things that Larry Scott has done and bring that to the table.
Jon, when you guys first formed, I guess, the group, you know, the search committee,
yes,
was Richt one of the first names that came up? I mean, I guess they'd reached out to him several times. Was that something that from the get-go you guys were hoping would happen?
No, we actually had a long, extensive list of, let's call it 30, 40 coaches, and then we started to just break it down and who fit the Miami and the different criteria, and we had to first establish what was our criteria, and we had to make a tough bullet point, itemized list of what we were going to stick to and what was going to be our priorities going into the searching process. Mark Richt was one of many names in the beginning, and as he mentioned, he said he wasn't interested, so he came off. When he got fired and he was interested again, then we had to go right back through our bullet points. Did he fit our criteria? Because before we didn't even check to see if he fit our criteria. He wasn't interested at the time.
Do you think the former players will rally behind a guy like Mark Richt?
I think so. He's an alum. He understands what it means to be a part of the university. He understands the culture. He helped build the culture. So I wouldn't see any reason why the former alum, no, it's not former, it's the alum.
Right.
There we go. All right, so I wouldn't see why the alum wouldn't welcome him. He's ready to embrace them as we are to embrace him.
It's a different college landscape than when you last won a national championship, Jonathan. Yeah. So how can he win here now?
You know, I don't think it's that hard. When he came back in the 70s, it was almost the same, similar, where we were looking for toughness, we were looking for discipline, we were looking for more talent to help us get to that level. And, you know, it only took about 3 or 4 years, but we got it done. So you look at what we have now, we just went 4-1, hopefully 5-1 under Larry Scott, an interim coach. So if we have the talent and we continue to cultivate that talent and develop the talent, I don't think we're that far off.
Jonathan, a decade now with this program kind of looking for its footing. Do you think that this finally brings that stability, this move can finally move this program forward where it wants to go?
That's what we're expecting. We expect that. We expect that because of what he's done at Georgia, what he's done at Florida State. Everywhere he's been successful. So we expect to have nothing but success again moving forward, but it's not guaranteed. We know that, as he mentioned, guys are going to have to work, coaches are going to have to work, everyone's going to have to get in the trenches and really consciously make an effort to get back to winning ways and to get back to success.
Do you think having a guy that you mentioned being an alum, do you think he will embrace the former players more so than maybe former players that felt they haven't been embraced, so to speak?
I believe so. I believe so, especially knowing that he's a former alum himself. And he knows what it means to the guys and how much we care and how passionate we are about the program and about winning here at the university. So him embracing us, I think that'll be natural. That won't be natural.